I still don't know why my library had this cool subterranean press version, but I'm glad it did because this was a lot of fun. Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about Purple and Black by KJ Parker, which is a novella and is going through an interesting process here because all of this is a collection of letters that are going back and forth between, mostly between two of our characters, Formio and Nico. Fun to have that in there as well. And it's them going back and forth, but the setup essentially is they were college buddies and they had this other group, and Nico, who was never really expected to seriously become emperor, ends up becoming emperor and has tried to put his friends in position to power, even though they didn't really want it, because it's deemed that was the idea that people who really don't want the job are the best people for the job. So Formio finds himself the governor of an important city who's trying to lead a battle against this insurrection that's happening. And Nico's in the seat of the empire going through all those things, and it's their letters going back and forth. And this has especially at the beginning, a very humorous and kind of light tone. This did remind me a lot. I read his Siege trilogy is the only thing I've read from Parker at this point, although I do want to read more. So that's why I jumped on this, just because this is super short and was very easy reading and was a fun time to get. So I decided to try it. This style reminds me a lot of the Siege trilogy, but it's a little bit more casual, which makes it even easier reading, and I think just works well. It's you really see from the get-go the relationship between the two characters, where they're friends, but they're kind of like razzing each other, despite the fact that one of them's an emperor now, and just going back and forth with that, and the narrative that's being set up. And there are, despite the fact that this is all done via letters, there are some twists and turns and some other things, and we get a bit more serious as we go. And I will say, I really liked the humorous tone, and so these as it got more serious, like I dropped just a tiny bit in my enjoyment, just because I thought this was so fun. And I mean, for the life of me, it's just like the beginning parts. It just felt like me and Andrew's Wizard of the Reeds, like just bickering back and forth in such a fun way. And so it's just the kind of it just felt like really fun and natural. Even with that though, this I found to be really enjoyable. I think it's something too with the letters where if this was like a full-length novel, that might get kind of tiresome, but I think Parker uses it to great effect here in a couple of different ways. With it is kind of a fun concept in the small dose, but also you can have mostly it's the correspondence back and forth, but you can throw in a few other miscellaneous letters from people here and there, which then makes it a little bit even more fun because you're like, oh, who's this extra person that now we're reading another letter or these bits of the report or that type of thing as well. And it has a lot of the elements too that I imagine Parker puts in a lot of his stuff, where it's the somebody at least in like the Siege trilogy was all dealing with military action or like people trying to outsmart things. So some interesting different tricks and things as we're trying to figure out the best way to win these military engagements, which I've just found to be fun as well. And so this was really enjoyable. Super short, very easy to read. It seems like this copy is really hard to find, unfortunately. So that's the one sad thing about me reading this, because this is really nice. It's also, it's purple and black, and like we have like purple wax seals, not real wax, obviously, but wax seals, like bits here, and so like the writing. So this is a really nicely done book. So it's definitely one that if I come across like a reasonably priced used copy, I will probably grab, but it looks like it's hard to find. So that's kind of the sad thing, but really enjoyable. If you want to try KJ Parker and want something kind of short, this is, I think, a good one. It's I think it's in some other collection or something if you want to do like the ebook, because again, it's not the easiest one to find. You can get a collection that this is in with a bunch of stuff. So if I don't remember what it's called, but I'll try and find it and post it there, because this is, I think, a good one to kind of get an idea of his style. This is a little bit more casually toned than some of his other stuff that I read, like I said, but I think this will give you a good idea, I think, if the author is going to work for you, because his style rang very true here, at least for me. But that's really it for this one. This was a short one, but just one I want to talk about because I really enjoyed it and was just a fun time. So let me know your thoughts on Purple and Black if you've read it, or just if it's something that you are planning to check out. Make sure to give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Check the links in the description, as always, for the Patreon if you want to support what I do, as well as the Wizard of the Enclave Discord if you want to chat books, whether this book, other books, really anything at all. It's a lot of fun and we'd love to have you. And of course, if you enjoy my content, make sure to subscribe.